What's up, manga fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and I'm joined by Reese.
Yo, what's up?
And we're here to give you another review of Attack on Titan, this month's chapter 67, Outer Wall of the OLBD District.
That must be a typo.
I think it's old, but I don't know. Let's just call it that for now.
Just go with it.
Innit? But
yeah, man, this chapter, it was actually really good. I got like quite a few different vibes coming for it, but at the same time, it felt kind of weird, like you just missed something from the beginning. It's another one of them kind of chapters. I swear, what series was it? There's another series that kind of did that, and I felt like, wait a minute, did I miss an entire chapter? So I actually had to go back one to kind of see, like, wait a minute, no, we did read that one.
yeah.
It was just so weird.
Do you know what I think it was? I remember you was telling me earlier before we done the review, that it seemed like it was from his point of view. So maybe they're doing it from a fact that, you know, from what we've seen, it looked like he passed out and he was kind of taken out of, you know, the Titan that he hardened, sorry. So maybe it was like, you know, everything happened off screen and we weren't supposed to see it.
I know, but it's like, it was one of them things, man. It's like, I'm going through it now and I'm thinking, okay, they've probably shown it from Eren's point of view.
Yeah.
So does that mean that literally they're gonna, you know,
Do a flashback.
do a flashback halfway through so we actually see what happened?
Yeah, I see what you mean there, yeah.
I was expecting that, but then it's like, it just didn't come, and it's like, okay, what the hell actually happened underground?
Maybe they'll show it in another chapter, I don't know. Like, you know, with this upcoming battle with, you know, the what should we call this one? Colossal times 2.
No, we called it something last week. I can't remember what it was. It was big colossal.
Damn it, I remember.
I know, completely forgotten.
I remember it was a long word as well, but yeah, that Titan, he's on his way here, so maybe there'll be something like, you know, that we'll have a little bit of a glimpse, like, you know, to what happened in the cave while this battle was
something
going
like
on.
while Eren's fighting him,
Yeah.
you know, having little flashes, remembering what's going on, what happened.
Something like that. I'm hoping, because then that would make sense. But
Hopefully they do make sense, man. But yeah, let's get into this chapter properly.
I think the theme for today is hope and destiny, because there was so much talk about that. I mean, like, Eren is the new hope, Historia is accepting her destiny along with Eren, because, you know, we had the whole Eren seemed like he wanted to give up again, not in that way where he was hopeless, he wanted to sacrifice himself, you know, for humanity.
Yeah.
And Historia was just like, come on, like, you know, you have this new power, you can be the new hope for humanity. And the fact of the matter is, the Reese family haven't managed to reverse the brainwashing at all. And then
It was the part which was nice as well, man. You know, when he's talking about the whole, you know, his father's now redeemed. He doesn't seem like such a bad guy.
Just really happy about that. Grisha is not a bad guy. Just made
it all kind of it's like that kind of falls back in with the whole destiny thing. You know, everyone's kind of just like realizing what the hell's actually been happening and stuff. So yeah, man, it was a really kind of, there's some cool parts of this chapter. Lots of cool parts.
So at this point now, that, you know, obviously everything's kind of been cleared up with obviously Grisha, the original Titan. Yeah, this has paved the way, you might as well say, for Eren's destiny to go and actually see what's in the basement and being able to save humanity without the Reese family, because it seems like they have so much what's the word, I'd say, control over the actual original Titan.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, it's like, if they're not there, it can't be used. But at the same time, if they use it themselves, like, you know, if it's in one of the family, they become basically just as brainwashed as everyone else and follow, you know, the original king's ideals.
It's kind of strange, man. It's like, how do they break that chain?
Exactly. Even god damn, I forgot her name.
Historia?
No, not Historia. The one crazy girl with glasses. You're forgetting.
Oh, the doctor. Not Doctor. Yeah.
I feel bad we forgetting her name, but yeah, even she said it's like there's this, you know, this endless loop, and there's no loophole where it's like there's gonna be a container for the thing, the Reese family control it, or the Reese family have the power, but then humanity can't be saved because they're stuck in that brainwashing ideal.
It's true, man.
It's really messed up.
It's really strange how the hell they're gonna break out. That's why I think the whole like Grisha's little stunt there. He's thinking, okay, probably if he knows the secret, therefore he's thinking, okay, if he takes it out of that, bloodline, that might upset the balance and something different could come of it. Which is obviously, seeing as how this story is gonna have like a happy end and it's kind of shonen-y, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always that kind of vibe with these stories.
It always leads to the positive ending.
Exactly. Kind of predictable in that sense, but still, it's
less.
still enjoyable for the moment.
Yeah, of course. But how about that hardening ability now?
Yeah, that was a really strange thing, man. The fact is, if he takes that vial, he's able to do the hardening, and it's like, okay, that's probably how they form the walls. That must be obviously how they form the walls, but it's kind of just like, with those titans that were in the walls, do you think that the actual people got out of them?
That's what I'm wondering.
Or do you think they're still in there?
I think they're still in there because I'm not entirely sure if I was correct, but remember when a bit of it cracked and we saw like a titan's eye? Was it moving?
I think in the anime it did, but I can't remember if it did in the manga.
That's what I was wondering, because it looked like when Mikasa was literally right next to it on the wall, it looked like it looked at her
like they're still alive and in there.
So are they
obviously hardened to the point where they can't move anymore?
So it's like they're literally just beam supports, like, to kind of hold the cement of the wall. In that regard, that's pretty much what they are. That's
some
weird.
Crazy stuff, man. It's really strange.
Yeah, but
hopefully they end up going into it.
Yeah, because Eren's one seems a bit more different. I mean, it kind of spread out like spider's web in a way, like kind of like silk, and like supported everything.
That's probably because he couldn't control it.
Maybe.
Because obviously Eren, when he's not exactly the greatest at controlling powers straight away.
True.
So it could have been a thing like, okay, it started engulfing his body, then it just spread out everywhere.
And luckily saved everyone.
Exactly.
Because what was amazing, speaking of that, was when we actually stepped outside and saw like the extent of the damage. It's much larger than what I thought. It was like a massive, like I'd say a
Grand
town.
Canyon.
Yeah, Grand Canyon. Yeah, I'd say that, because the amount of land that actually collapsed in, and then seeing the Titan in question moving away, how big he is. Like Armin said, it's twice as big as the Colossal.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And heat hot enough to light up trees and anything nearby. So it's like no one's getting near that. No chance.
I know. It's going to be difficult. It's actually going to be a very difficult fight for him.
Exactly. Because how the hell are they going to be able to get near? We've all known from the start where the Titan's weakness is, the back of the neck. If they can't even get nearby without getting burnt to smithereens, like, how are they going to subdue it, or let alone kill it?
That's why obviously they're going to be going through with the whole cannon thing. Like use the cannons to hold him back. And then obviously because he's so slow and stuff, it's like they can use that cannons and probably actually dent him or even take him out from there.
Yeah, because if they were to hit his vital point, maybe they would kill him.
Because did you notice, like, with his design and everything, his arms and legs are just too small for his body.
Yeah, he's literally crawling along. So
it's basically just like dragging himself along, and it's like it looks like he can't even lift his head.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, because his head was like, might as well say face planted on the floor, and I'm thinking, how in the hell does he know where he's going?
He's probably just going on instinct, isn't it? Because I don't even know if Rod Reese is even in there.
That's what I'm wondering. There's so much madness going on in terms of that Titan. It's like it's too big to hold itself up, but at the same time, it seems to know what it's doing. It's like it's aware of where it's going and what it's going to do. And then obviously the fact that it has that heat defense, it's going to be
so strange, man. Yeah. Because obviously, everyone else is probably just seeing it like, oh, it's a deviant type. It's coming straight for us. Where the big mass of people are. But it comes down to a question of, is Rod Reese actually in control of himself?
Exactly.
Because obviously, you've seen Eren a good few times where he just couldn't control his Titan form.
Yeah.
Like obviously when he first did it, when he was doing the whole plug up the wall with a giant boulder. He started attacking Mikasa and stuff.
Exactly.
He's done it on like numerous occasions where he's literally just going by his basic Titan instinct until obviously he finally gets his head about him. So is it a thing of like Rod is like that as well? Is he literally just running into attack?
Maybe
so strange.
Maybe it depends on the size of the Titan as well. Like, it's like the bigger it is, the less control or consciousness they have.
I thought it was a thing of the bigger they are, the less time they can stay transformed for.
Probably. Either
Which is
way, I'm
obviously
like,
what we've seen with Berthold. Is it Berthold? Yeah, it's
yeah,
Berthold.
he can't do that, and he feels like he's exhausted for days, isn't it? Because we've seen it
Yeah.
with Annie, and she's like a 15-foot, and she was like out for a week. So imagine he's probably done for a month or something like that. So yeah,
Still, man, this whole thing, yeah, of like where Rod is actually approaching the walls, man, it's giving me some serious Lord of the Rings vibes.
yeah.
It's like, you know, the final battle in Lord of the Ring, in like the third Lord of the Rings movie.
Mm.
There's like to see the giant, massive army like over from the freaking giant castle. It's like, oh my god, we're gonna take out this thing.
Mm.
It's still sick though. I love it.
Yeah, it has that kind of similar premise. It's literally wartime again.
But that's the thing, man. I do think their little cannon strategy will work.
Yeah, it probably will do, because as you said, it's a slow-moving target, and he can't actually lift his arms to protect the back of
Exactly.
his neck. So yeah,
Exactly. It doesn't look like he has that full range of motion with his arms. And it's like you've even seen it with like when Berthold was the Colossal Titan. It's like the speed of his movement was terrible. You know, Eren was there like going around him like he was nothing.
exactly.
It's obviously just because he like dispelled his transformation that Eren didn't even hit him. Otherwise, he would have got to the back to the nape of his neck.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, the bigger they are, the easier it is to hit their vitals. It's just obviously if you get hit by that now, you're screwed.
Yeah, instant. So yeah, as I said, this has been quite a nice little setup, and then obviously, I say this at pretty much the end of every review. Are we going to see what's in the basement soon?
Oh god, yeah, that is definitely this arc. This arc, you can see it's kind of like, you know, hitting its finale.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So obviously, once they do the whole thing of defeating Rod, then it's definitely onto the bloody basement where I'm guessing they're gonna find more vials of stuff.
Probably, yeah.
They're gonna find like more kind of like Titan ability vials,
more experimentations and stuff like that to mess about with.
More stuff like the armor.
Yeah.
How the hell they're gonna use that to start like, you know, repairing everything? I don't know.
No clue, but at least
because that means they gotta rip Eren out every single bloody time.
Exactly. Well, at least they have their own portable like cement and mortar, because Levi pretty much concluded that, you know, you could seal the hole in Wall Maria, and that's given us the pathway to go to, you know, your basement. So what? It's literally what you said. What other vials will be down there, and what other abilities can Eren use?
Exactly, but that's what's kind of cool about it. It does actually pave open the way for a lot more kind of mad things to happen.
To expect, isn't it?
Exactly, and maybe we'll get to see that giant monkey titan.
I was just about to say that.
Maybe we'll find out a bit more about him and what he's all about, because, you know, he did just kind of like come out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's just like he's gone just as fast as he came, with no explanation whatsoever as to who the hell he is.
Because all he did was take a 3D gear, and he's like, well, is this what they're using? I'm off then. And that's about it.
Exactly. Then they just like commanded them friggin' freshly turned titans to eat everyone.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Really want to see more about that. To him, definitely. Anyway, and if there's any more like him.
Exactly, man. All good things to come, and hopefully we'll also get to see, like, you know, Rainer and Berthold's friggin' village, because he's still got all that as well to go through. Yeah, man. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. So much more to see in the future.
Lots more stuff, and hopefully they can keep a good pace, some good pace in.
I think the pacing right now is definitely on point.
It's picked up a hell of a lot.
Definitely picked up.
Yeah, all good things to come.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's really about it for this chapter. You guys know the usual things at the end of these. Let us know what you thought about this chapter, and, well, theories, what you think's in the basement, all that stuff in the comment section below. And as usual, don't forget to check out the other things to do on the channel. So we will see you next time.
Yep, guys. Speak to you next month.